Good morning and welcome to a brand new week and a Motivational Monday here with me, Louise Usher. This video is going to be very transformational today, so be warned, buckle up and hold on tight. We are going to talk today about the power of meditation, a little bit sort of touching on hypnotherapy and living the life of your dreams. Now, we quite often touch on that here with the law of attraction. And I think it kind of all goes hand in hand, but something very powerful has happened to me over the weekend that I really want to share with you. So first of all, I'm going to talk to you about how it can help you and share a very interesting and important link for you down there. I'm sorry, I've still got this going on. And then at the end of it, I'm going to share my experience that I had on this program. It's for free, so don't panic. You don't need to. You will put an email address in there, but you know, you can soon remove yourself from the email lists and stuff. So it is completely free and it will be life-changing for you. I will guarantee it. So I'm not on any sort of affiliate program with Mindvalley. Well, actually I am, but this link isn't anything to do with that. So Mindvalley is a company that I really, really admire and am inspired by time and again. Now, Vishen Lakhiani, who heads them up, has got so many brilliant guests that he brings on, but also him himself. He has some great words of wisdom, and I just think it's really important to share these things with you. So also at the end of this video, or down there, is going to be the link. Last week, those of you who have come back from last week, you will have seen a part of a story that I read to you, and I'm going to pop it down there. I don't think it was Motivational Monday. No, it wouldn't have been. But I'm going to pop the link down there anyway. So it's just me reading a story that I wrote, and if that's something that you like, and it's only about 5-6 minutes long, I think, then you don't need to watch anything. You can just listen to it in the background. Go ahead and click it, but it isn't on public, so you won't be able to find it unless you are watching this video. Okay, so what happened to me? You know my law of attraction story, I think, by now, don't you? And what happened to me this weekend was a timely reminder that, you know, dreams do come true. I'm so sorry. As you know, I don't like to edit these Motivational Monday videos because I find that they're very, if they just come out as they are, it's a bit more powerful. There's something in that, you know. Talking of which, I must get on to editing some other stuff. But anyway, neither here nor there. So when I first started to meditate, I found it exhausting, and I found that I was very overwhelmed with this physical feeling that I used to get. And anyway, I haven't really meditated properly. I do guided meditation sometimes to fall asleep to, but this meditation, and there's been a couple recently that have been really powerful and quite life-changing, or very life-changing, I should say. And I find it weird to think that the mind can do that. But nevertheless, I do still have belief in it, and I hope you do as well, because the program that Marissa Peer, and I'm going to be honest, as a meditative speaker, her voice was perfect. In her adverts, now as a writer, don't keep repeating the same word time and again. So excited in the same sentence wouldn't go together. And her advert, I don't know if you've seen it, you might have done if you click on these sorts of videos. She says, I'm so excited to bring this exciting project, and I'm just, it's annoying. Anyway, for whatever reason, I clicked on the link, and I absolutely loved it, and it was so powerful, it moved me to tears. And I had a very long conversation with my friend Julie about it, and I'm going to share part of it here with you, not all of it, because it does make me feel quite vulnerable. But in a nutshell, I would urge you to go and do this meditation. Make sure you've got time when you're not going to be disturbed. It's more like a hypnotherapy kind of meditation, and she takes you in and she brings you out, and you're completely safe. And like I said, it doesn't cost you anything, and just see what happens. So what she's basically saying in there, but it's better if you hear her say it, so definitely do go there. She's saying that you label yourself with something through life, which is a negative thing that we carry, and we've all got something, and it doesn't matter how together you are. And I think I'm pretty in tune with my brain, but we all know that there's something we can improve on, or something that for us is a bit of a I've got to use the word disability, because it can sometimes be, it trips you up in life, that kind of thing. That's what I mean. So I had a fairly good idea what mine was, but this took it right down to the nitty gritty of what it actually was. And I think sometimes like, we know dreams can come true. Now I've got this two massive manifestations are starting to really simmer nicely at the moment, and I won't share them with you because they're top secret, but it is all coming, and one of them I think I'm going to be able to share with you probably really quite soon. You've got your cup of coffee today. Periodic table of elements, science, you know, if in case you didn't know, I've got a science degree. How about that? Every time I say that, it makes me feel so clever. So, see, this was another thing, right? Carrying your label is going to hinder you from getting your life of your dreams a little bit sometimes. So you can do it in some departments and maybe not in others. And for me, there's definitely this force field up, or this wall up, which I am beginning to break down, and it is both frightening and exciting at the same time. I just want you to believe, when you come and watch these Motivational Monday videos, that dreams can come true, because honestly, even though, I mean, I don't live in some grand palace or anything like that. If you've seen my stories on Instagram, you'll see what's going on in the house, and you might have seen the other one. And I've got loads to edit, so don't worry. That I'm vlogging it all the time, and I will get around to editing it. But it's super busy at the minute, so to touch base with you on these videos each day is already quite a challenge before the builders come, because they turn up really early. Anyway, if you'd have told me, certainly 20 years ago when I was pregnant with the twins, if you'd have told me that I'd be doing this that I'm doing now, and my life would look like that. I say this a lot on these Motivational Monday videos. I'd be like, absolutely, do not believe you. There is no way my life is going to look like that. And here it is, and it all started from watching The Secret and reading the book. Oh, my book is going to go up on Amazon for free because I'm going to re-edit all of that. Sorry. So, tell me if you want details, because you can download that for free. Yeah, so reading The Secret and watching the DVD of The Secret, that was a ping. That really helped, watching that. And then I started to think, well, I'm going to put some of these things into practice. So they said, you know, you've got to be in a zone or go see something. And so I started looking at show homes, and I took myself to the local car dealership. I already had a car from there, but I was looking at these big cars, which is actually, obviously it's an older version, but it's the same car that I've got now. And when I went and looked at that, I thought, there's no way I can, you know, afford that, or possibly that car's too good for me, that sort of thing. So we carry these labels with us that stops you from living the life of your dreams. But please believe me when I say things do happen, and they do come true, and I wish that for you as well. So I will tell you my story, and I'll try and keep it brief, but please do, if you don't want to stay and listen to that, that's completely fine. Make sure you go click the link that I'm going to leave you down there to go and sign up for this free meditative class, and please let me know how you get on, because I'd be really interested to know. So what happened to me is they regressed us back, basically. I won't say too much because it's kind of a spoiler alert, and it's better if you hear Marissa and the whole build up and everything. But basically they take you to a place where you regress to a certain scene in your childhood, and you have to be not an adult. So there's 3 of these scenes, and they narrow it down and they narrow it down and they narrow it down, and it shocked me where it went. And in a nutshell, my label that I've got, that I carry, and I'm slightly ashamed of, but it's come from these things as a child. I've packaged my label up like this: I would love you, but. So my parents never said those words, and I think that's really sad. I think every child deserves to hear that. But even though you might feel it, and I felt it from Dad, and it was almost like, should I tell you the scenes? Is it going to make it a bit long? Okay, so in a nutshell, there was a scene where Mum was there. I'll have to keep this a lot shorter, but I could completely picture her with her rollers in her hair, her jumper, which she used to iron, and it was shiny. I hate that. That's an absolute pet hate of mine. A cigarette in her hand. Now, she was always smoking. She used to smoke one after the other, and she's still alive at 81, but don't let that make you think that's okay to smoke, because it's absolutely not. And she used to like cuss us if we tried to speak to her while she was smoking. So she was like, I'm having my cigarettes. And there was actually a comedy sketch, do you know it, on and they said Harry Potter, Harry Enfield, with Wayne and Waynetta, and she would go, I'm smoking a fag. And it was like, don't disrupt me at this point in time. This is my moment where I am having some time to myself, a bit like me with my coffee, but I'm sharing that with you guys, you know what I mean? But I don't say to people, oh, don't talk to me, I'm having my coffee. But smokers used to say that. Well, a certain smoker in my childhood, i.e. mum, used to say that. So we was always like, and I always felt an anger from her about me. I know I gave her a hard time as a baby, but she didn't sort of find the answers as to what that was going wrong. And obviously now we know I've got, you know, gut issues, and it must have hurt. So it's a bit chicken and egg, isn't it? Like, I made her feel like that, so she made me feel like this. And it was all, God, my Instagram notifications are going nuts today. So it was all kind of, you know, anyway. And then on a Monday lunchtime, if my dad was working the right shifts, he used to cook me lunch, and I used to come home from school, and I can picture him in this meditation that we went to, standing at the stove, and he used to put the roast chicken in the gravy to warm it up, because it, well, I know now, it melts the saturated fats and makes it a lot softer on the palate. It's lovely. And he used to make that with mashed potato, and his mashed potato was always quite sloppy. And I know Jasmine used to like his mashed potato as well, so it was quite sloppy. And he'd put that on the plate, and he'd put the mashed potato and the chicken and the gravy on top of the mashed potato, so it's kind of like a pie sort of thing. And it was really cute. And Dad never showed me that love either. But when he used to make those lunches, and I hated school, so I was quite happy to come home, and these Mondays were so precious. I can remember feeling that love from him, that it's almost like, I would show you love, but I can't because of your mother, you know, or something like that. And I kind of, it's no secret that, you know, my, the twins' dad left when I was pregnant. There's not a secret about that. And that will be in the book that will one day come out. And so he and I had, we kind of like was childhood sweethearts, and we had a great time. But it was always, there was a but. It was always like I wasn't quite good enough, or there was always a but. And I think I've carried this around with me, and it's really damaging to have this but there as well. And just recently, so I started to look around me at the people that are around my circles now, and I can pick out, there's not masses in my inner circle that I absolutely trust with my life, but there are some, and I would put their label as I love you despite this and this and this. Like, it's almost like I can't help but love you even though this and this. And like, I was going to say, Julie, I know you're watching, I was going to say about our friendship thing, but I don't know if I should. But suffice to say, you know, we are very close, and we've been through some stuff, and still that bond is there despite everything, you know. And I just feel that repackaging that label is so important, and knowing that those people that have gone, but I don't want them or need them in my life. They the ones that have got the but, they can butt off. And it's the ones that are despite that I'm going to let into my heart, and the ones that don't, well, they can float about, and that's fine, but I'm not prepared to be hurt by them anymore. And this was really powerful in this meditation to show me that, and to show me that actually there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing, you know, there's no reason that but should have been present. It was just what they were owning at the time, and certainly in relation to mum, you know. I mean, I'll give you another example. So, did I tell you this already? No, I didn't. When I'm clearing out my kitchen, because the kitchen's the next thing to be done, I found a flower card that you get on the cards, and it was written in Dad's beautiful handwriting, and he wrote on there, congratulations to the new homeowner, and that was when I bought this house 14 years ago. I hope things finally start to improve for you. And I just thought, oh my goodness, listen to that negative language. It was almost like your life is just so, I felt something and then on my shoulder, which is a bit weird. It was almost like your life is so awful and so terrible, but now you've done this one thing, so that's good. So maybe now all that awful, terrible stuff, you know, and it shouldn't have been the focus. The focus should have been, oh my God, look what you've done. You've bought this house and you're on your own and your children are 4 years old, and, you know, all these positive things. But I hope things finally, and you could hear that in the writing, you know, and I thought, oh my goodness, but I'm going to keep that because it's Dad's beautiful handwriting, and it was a congratulations card, and it was nice to think that they thought enough to get the flowers and to send them and write the card. Lovely, lots of ticks in the box, but that negative, and I wouldn't have noticed that back then. I didn't know about law of attraction and dreams coming true and wishes and all of that. So, you know, it's a massive journey that I think we're on in life. And sometimes, you know, it's human nature. We're human beings. We're going to go through these things. And it's not always going to be smooth, because if it was, it would just be a beige life. And as Abraham Hicks says, you know, you want to be riding your bike down that hill with your legs out going, wee! You want those moments. You don't want it all to be on a flat all the time. You know, you've got to pedal harder to get up them hills, because down the other side, it's like, wee, look at this, it's amazing. And I think sometimes that's, you know, if you've got beigeness in life, I don't know why my camera's up so flipping high. There you go. You've got beigeness in life, which is just like, things are okay. Or do you want the, oh my God, look at this, you know, this is exciting. And you have the down moments, because it balances out, doesn't it? But those down moments, you don't have to like keep on in that place. Like, let them happen, acknowledge them, let them pass by, you know. So my story that I've told you sounds so sad, and it is. And I've moved some people with some other stories that I go a lot more in depth like that, but I don't want to harp on about it too much. And it is what it is. It's done. It's kind of shaped me into who I am. But this journey I'm on with learning all this stuff, and I'm on this journey with you guys, it's just so powerful to think I was there, you know, rock bottom sometimes, and climbing back up. You just have to have such a sense of pride, don't you? Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it, because you can. You totally can. And there are challenges, and there are hiccups, and there are what else? I don't know. Bumps in the road. But you know, you can still carry on, and you can still get there, and you can still do that. And I'm just so stoked to be getting the comments that I'm getting on this channel about that. And you know, I always reply to you, so thank you for being there and making me feel as though what I'm sharing is worthwhile, and it's making a difference to you, because I love that. I am going to end this video because it's quite long, but please do go see that link if it's your sort of thing, and let me know how you get on. I hope that it's useful, and I hope that you have the most brilliant week ever. I do like my morning coffee with you guys, it's lovely. So this is going to be a very busy week for me, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be here every day, but I am going to make the effort to try. I don't really, there's those of you that are watching these are brilliant, and you seem to be getting something out of them. Do let me know in the comments today, please, if there's something that you particularly want us to discuss on here. Because these videos are going to be short-lived. I'm going to get into some more other stuff pretty soon, but obviously my time's really limited, so to sit and have a chat with you is great. If you want me to get that box, that book, the things of photographs again, and pull one out and tell you stories and just do that, then I will, great. But it's not helping my channel to grow as such, and I do kind of need to concentrate on that as well, because, you know, I want it to grow. So yeah, thanks for being here, thanks for the comments. Enjoy your meditation, and I will really look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. My carpet's going in my bedroom. I'm so excited for that, and it's super soft under the feet. Oh my God, oh what luxury. I am so blessed. My life feels so amazing right now. I hope yours does too. I don't know what I'm hearing right now. I hope yours does too, and lots of love from me to you, and I will look forward to seeing you really soon. Will it be tomorrow? Possibly. Let's possibly do something tomorrow, shall we? All right, you guys take care. See you later.